Hello and welcome. I am really excited to bring you this training today. It's something that I love and have spent a lot of time digging into and getting better at. It's social media. So I'm going to go over today the do's and don'ts of social media, and I'm going to keep it really basic. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I want it to be simple so that you feel empowered to take action, which is going to go into the second part of this training, which is your coming out post as a coach, letting people know what you're doing and that they have the opportunity to be a part of this with you. So I'm just going to share my screen. I did a simple presentation just to kind of keep me on track. Like I said, I don't want to overcomplicate this. And if there's one rule of social media is that don't think that you need to have it all figured out. We all have to start somewhere. The best way to get better at social media is to be willing to fail forward and be able to take some messy action, because through that, that's how you're going to get better. Believe me, if you look at my social media today, it's a completely different world of where I started. And I want to empower you to take those first steps, because there's no way you're going to get better and be a future you if you don't take the changes and risk a little uncomfortability on the way. Okay. So I'm going to give you the permission to stumble, to make messy action, to maybe do some of these don'ts, because you're just learning and you'll figure it out. You're going to learn what your people are drawn to, what feels authentic to you, what kind of topics you share that are exciting to you. Think about when you go to a party or you're hanging out with your friends, what is something that you enjoy talking about? And that's really what your social media is. You are not signing up to be a Beachbody coach to all of a sudden just have social media that is all Beachbody. You are not just Beachbody. And if you look at my social media, I speak a lot about special needs moms, nonverbal, all different trials and errors, our adventures of that, learning through that. And it's in my stories that I really share my day-to-day routine of working out, of eating healthy, and inviting the people. So the purpose of, let's go right into there. The purpose of social media as a coach is to become a professional friend maker. You really want to, I'm hoping, did I share my screen? Hold on. I don't think I shared my screen. Hold on. Time out. See, take messy action. And I could like restart this all, but I'm not going to. So just bear with me real quick. Share. Luckily, I caught it pretty quickly. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see. Present. So it looks cool. All right. Your idea on social media as a Beachbody coach is to really become a professional friend maker. You want to engage and be truly authentically engaged with other people and be interested in what is going on in their lives, be learning, be finding new friends to grow. Because at first, as a coach, yes, the people that sign up with you are going to be your warm market, your current friends, your families, your coworkers. Those are the people that know, love, like, and trust you already. But in this beginning stages of social media, you're also going to need to grow more friends and more engagement and create a community for yourself, so that when the friends and family run out, that doesn't mean that your business is over. I've been doing this for 5 years now. My warm market is gone. So it's all about creating new friendships, new connections, and really being authentically into what other people are doing. So when you post, you really just need to think about that. It's not about look at me content. Look how great I am. I'm showing up. Don't you wish you were cool like me? No, you really want to figure out what your people need and serve from a place in your heart that feels good to you. So let's just go over the basic do's and don'ts for social media. So I really encourage you to use your personal page. I know that so many times we get new coaches come on and they're like, I don't want to share what I'm doing. Everyone's gonna like, I don't want to worry about what other people are thinking. It's gonna be really hard if you start a whole new page with all complete, no one knows you, because you're really, every time you post on your social media, you're planting a seed and then you're watering it with the consistency of you showing up. If you don't have any of your warm market seeing what seeds you're planting, you're not going to be able to water them either. And those are going to be a huge aspect of your business to get you started, to get that courage and just that place of credibility in your heart, so that you feel that that self-belief is going to come from those first few people that you help get results as you're getting your results. So I really encourage you to get on there, use your personal page, and also set your Instagram as public. That way people can find you when you're using methods of hashtags for new people to find you. I also recommend setting as a creator account. This will give you more insights in what your posts are doing. If you need help with that, we can also go for that. But go to your settings of your IG, make it public, and make yourself a creator. And I'm going to say this once again, these are the basics. And there's so many trainings and different things you can dig into. In the post I posted this morning, I gave you some great resources that I've used. I've paid a lot of money for different courses, but they also provide a lot of free value. The Kayla Ibanez, Stop the Hate Girl, that is my jam. I love not pressuring my coaches and feeling the pressure of cold messaging and script inviting and just this inauthentic push that I don't feel is sustainable for me. And I really love her method. And she gives so many great trainings. And Brock Johnson is a media expert on how to grow your following. So there's different stages of that. So these are just the basics. There's so much more you can always dig into if you're a nerd like me, or you could just come to your coach. You can come to me, Erin Tanya, whoever invited you here, and we will step you through the next steps. But you have to be willing to learn and, again, take that messy action. Use original pics, videos that are clear with bright lighting and a smile. Think about what you're drawn to on Instagram. If you see some stock, I'm going to go to the don't here, stock Beachbody image that you pull from a Shakeology post, or, you know, a picture of one of the trainers, no one's going to know what that is. No one's going to be excited about that. And they're going to know that you're trying to sell them something from a mile away, and they are going to run. So you want to be authentic in the post, that you put a bright picture of yourself smiling, maybe you and your kids sharing that you're on this journey for them, you know, just all different things. But make sure the posts are bright, are enticing, are inviting, are something that someone wants to look at. Focus on serving and engaging your followers rather than getting the sale and signing a coach. This is also going to go over, don't share self-serving content. Your goal isn't for people just to look at you and say, good for her, you're awesome. You know, that feels good on your own journey, and that can help with accountability, but that's not going to get people to want to sign up with you. What's going to grow your account and your engagement in your community is if they know that they can get something from following your page. We live in a fast world with so much information and so much content that we really choose in about 6 seconds whether they're going to follow you, care about what you're going to say when we look at your profile. So you want to be making sure that you're giving valuable information to the people that are spending the time with you there. Don't just say, got my workout in, super sweaty, awesome. Teach something. You know, that's why personal development is such an important aspect of becoming a coach, because as we learn, as we better, we step forward in a new us, and we can teach others that step in that process of what we're learning during that transformation. Use 30 unique non-Beachbody related hashtags. I always like it the first comment of your post. It doesn't matter if you just posted at the bottom of your post, but aesthetically, I think it's more pleasing for the first comment. I also personally have groupings of hashtags ready to go in my note section, so that I just copy and paste it, because it needs to be as soon as possible after that post goes up, because hashtag explore page and search page are based off of time. So as soon as you post that, you want to have those in there. You do not want to use Beachbody hashtags, hashtag Beachbody, hashtag Shakeology, hashtag Beachbody on demand, hashtag 21-day fix. Who are using those hashtags? Probably people that are coaches like you getting started and aren't having this training, or people that are already working with a coach doing a program that don't need you. You're trying to get in the minds of those that need you. Usually that person is you 2 steps behind before you started this journey. So what kind of hashtags were you looking at? Where were you hanging out? And you really want to try to have groupings of hashtags that are not huge, like 2, 4, 5 million, because as soon as you post that, It's in the explore page. If you go to that hashtag, you're not even going to see your post because it just gets buried so quickly. Don't get too hung up on it. Hashtags will not break or make your business. It's just a tool to help you reach more people outside of your circle and grow your following. And it's tedious. So do not overthink this. Just put some in there, try some different things out. With your creator insight, you'll be able to see what percentage of people are finding you by your hashtags. So you'll be able to kind of gauge what's working, what's not. And again, like the first thing I said, you have to be willing to take messy action because that's how you're going to learn. And as you grow, I really want you to strive to do 1 feed per day, post feed, like on your regular feed per day, and 3 to 5 stories per day, preferably morning, noon, and night, so that you pop up in the story timeline up above. In the stories, so in your feed, that is where you're really going to give great value. In your stories is where people are going to get the chance to really get to know you, where you can share your authentic self, where they get to really trust you. And I do a lot of my inviting for my groups and everything in the stories because people are there, they're interested in what I'm doing. I should show my workout clips there. I show me using the products. Without showing, the actual Shakeology. I use curiosity marketing is what they call it. So we live in a society that you can search up anything, right? If I just say, oh, I love Shakeology 21 Day Fix, or I love my pre-workout Energize, they're just going to go to Google, look it up and buy it from the site and not me. I've even had friends, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I have people like, you inspired me and I went ahead and bought that meal plan with the containers. I'm like, why didn't you come to me? You can't assume people will just come to you. They're going to go the easiest route and go, I don't want to deal with her. Like, you want them to love you, trust you, like you, and really feel the value of joining with you, and need to ask you what you're doing, because you are not a billboard for Beachbody. You're a billboard for your own self and what you have to offer in the community that you're building. And don't get discouraged if at first you don't get a lot of engagement. As you continue to show up, consistency of your engagement will grow. It is key. You are just starting this journey. And how many people have you seen pop up? They're all excited, they're doing stuff, and then they just disappear. You have to earn people's trust with credibility and showing up with consistency. You will train your followers what to expect from you, and they will look forward to it, and they'll get used to engaging on it. I always say, really try to look at your post and figure out, would you comment on this post? Like, ask a question, ask for people's opinions. People love giving their opinions or ideas on an issue that you're having, and really create the comments in a post that you're doing, because that is how you reach more people. Instagram knows when people are commenting it and liking on it, because that's what gets shown to more of your friends and family. Okay, so those are the basic do's and don'ts. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I've been spending a lot of time, a lot of money on courses, really digging into this. So I'm trying just to come back into the simple do's and don'ts of social media to get you started, because we love when you show up and you're all excited, but then it's like hashtag Beachbody, hashtag Beachbody on Demand, hashtag Autumn Calabrese. And we're like, oh no. So we really want to set you up for success, that you don't send your friends and family that already love, know, and trust you for the hills hiding, because they're like, oh crap, she's coming for me. She's in that MLM pyramid scheme. This isn't us. This isn't what we teach. We really want to just share authentically with the heart of helping others. Okay. So now we need to let the world know what we're doing. And we're going to take a lot of those lessons from the do's and don'ts into this. So don't assume that if you post a workout or a selfie or of your shake, people are just going to come asking like, oh, I want to join you. Like I said, a lot of times you're just going to Google it, or you're just going to like, oh, that's cool. Good for her. Or you're going to get a lot of comments like that. Like, you're awesome. Good for you. You have to be willing to also get into the DMs and use these posts that you're creating in the do's and don'ts, and for this one, to create engagement in the DMs in a private message. So you need to be clear that they can join you. So you can't just say, I'm really excited, I'm starting this program, yay me. Say, I'm looking for accountability. I know that in the past I've given up on myself, and I don't want that to happen again. I know the key to this transformation and why I'm loving this program is the community, and I would love to offer that to my friends and family. Let's be accountability partners, something like that. And I actually have a document that I'm going to post in the training. I'll also show you here for a second, just some examples of scripts of just to get your inspiration bloods flowing. So this post should encourage engagement, like I said, so that you can then start deeper conversations about their personal goals in the DM. That's always kind of our goal in anything that we post, is really starting engagement that can then go into private messaging and us figuring out if they have health and wellness goals, if they're struggling with something, and if it's something that we can help them with. We are not for everyone, and what we have to offer isn't just like for everyone. We want to make sure that we are, I mean, I think it is, but it's not for everybody. We need to make sure that we're not selling and encouraging them to join from a place of selfishness, but really see the need for them and know in our heart that this could be what they're looking for to help them get over this hump that they have in their lives. Think about what would catch your attention before signing up. Would you be intrigued in what you are posting yourself? And remember that people aren't buying the program, they're buying a part of your world. In today's, we could go on YouTube. You can look up meal plans. There's so much free resources. The difference is that they're joining because they see your excitement, they see your energy. People are going to be willing to exchange their money energy for your energy because you're excited, because you're showing up, because they're earning that, you are earning that trust from them. All right. So with that, I also want to let you know that I will be posting this, just some examples. I want to make sure that when you look at these examples, you do not just copy and paste these as a post. Use them to inspire you, but be sure to find your voice. Your people know you, they know how you speak. And if it sounds like some script, they're going to see right through it. So use your own voice, find your own voice. Don't overthink it. Just take action, even if it's messy. And I can tell you, my first post coming out, it's cringeworthy. I did plenty of these don'ts. I had straight up selfies with me kissing my Shakeology cup. I had stock photos of the challenge packs, but I'm here because I've learned those lessons and I've grown, and I want to teach that to you so that you don't have such a slow growth and a stumble, and you can really hit the ground running with this coaching business. All right, that is the end of this training. I hope that it was exciting, resourceful, and that you got something out of it. Would love to hear from you if you have any questions or what your biggest takeaway, maybe something that you learned that you didn't know about social media. I'm here for it. Talk to you guys all soon.